Good morning. This is Van with Level 8 here on August 4th, 2026. Let's get started on this pre-market here, running just a little bit behind. Start with our key levels chart here. On these futures indexes, guys, we're above yesterday's auction on both indexes. There's H1, that is yesterday's high. This is the Globex value area, so there's the point of controls. We're actually above the tops of the Globex value area. That's going to give us likely bullish initial pre-market reads. We'll get another read at 10:30 Eastern, but it's certainly bullish right now from what we're looking at. We don't have ticks yet, and these treasuries have started moving up. I'm getting a little pop right now, as a matter of fact. See what that's about. Maybe some news is hitting. So certainly bullish there. If we go look at our longer time frames, uh, there's the daily here. We've moved up. We're moving up past a previous swing here. Like we got like 375 to get up to at the top. If you wanted to move up, that's 29,375 as a level to the upside, and we get up here to, we start moving up pretty big after that. I mean, we get up to 700. We have the ATR. If we didn't expand ATR, we'd get up to 29.5. So we've got, obviously as much room to the top side as we want. And to the downside, we have standard levels like, L1 and the pre-market low, etc. And we watch all those very closely. On our 2, 5, 10, and 15-minute charts, we have bullish structures everywhere. Stacked EMAs, 200, 21.8, price above the 8s. So, that's just unambiguously bullish. We are above our 5-day range here, broken out of it. We're seeing just a nice little rally. Goldman came out a couple of days ago with saying we still have legs on the rally, and that may be affecting the market a little bit as well. That little spike we just had has kind of run straight back down. This is a 1-minute chart. We'll have to trade these. We'll get warnings on these. You may hear some bells or dings that are telling us about opportunities on extension. That would have been one of them right there. Made a new pre-market high. Here's these treasuries. The wind is blowing bullish. So wind at our back. Oil bullish, down another 4%, down to 76. It starts to get into that zone where it was before the war started. VIX is very subdued now, low at 15.5. So, these are all bullish. These are all bullish readings, and our indexes here are up. And the Dow is up the most out of all of them. Russell is leading ES. ES is kind of bringing up the rear on that. So, lots of positivity there. It's too early for the Mag 7. It's too early for our S&P 500 sectors, but we start watching those. We're very likely to have the Mag 7 sectors leading the market today. That's communication services, infotech, and consumer discretionaries, Tesla and Amazon. So it's a bullish call this morning. There's no doubt about it. We've moved up. We've moved up on ES now. So get these things back scattered back out. We've moved up on ES now. 29 points. If we were to look at the expected move today of SPX, we would see an expected move, I think, around 29 right there. So pretty close to it. We may see a little initial move to the downside, some profit taking, just to rebalance back with the expected move. But right now, bullish certainly for the early session, unless we get some type of profit taking down to these 200s, maybe. Maybe on MES, that'd be a good place for that one. Pay attention, very close attention to the 200s in the methodology we use here, all of them. So let's take a look at, I don't think we have a lot of, we don't have a lot of news this morning. We've already seen the international trades. This is the trade imbalance. It's right in consensus. There was no, that's not effective news for us. That's the last one we have for a while. There are no significant auctions left today. There's not a lot to see there. We are in significantly positive gamma exposure by these models. Uh, and positive gamma is when these options dealers, market makers, they fade price. So their algorithms will buy low, sell high. It tends to compress volatility, tends to cause wavy price action throughout the day. How big those are depend on ATR a lot of the time. If we have great ATR, it can be a really good regime for us. I personally like to fade price, so this is the positive gamma regime is my favorite, and we're in it about 70% of the time. So that's part of a good reason to get really good at fading price on reversals, on levels, etc. Negative gamma is when they chase price, and we see the big sharp moves that come out of nowhere or just don't stop once they get going. They run hard. Uh, uh, QQQ, which is probably the best single thing we can look at for NDX. The NASDAQ options also shows to be positive, negative by this model on options trading toolbox. And the fear and greed gauge on CNN Money is dead on neutral. This is a good place for you guys to come start looking at some of the metrics that goes into the market, the way they analyze it. If we look at today's playbook, we start to see there's nothing that's not two-way risk on what we're saying. Those are the jolts that are coming out later. We've already seen the trade imbalance. There's no big auctions two-way. Oil is bullish this morning. We saw that already. They're not noting any next day catalysts that might affect power hour here. The market backdrop or the rates are helpful. We've already seen that. Winds blowing bullish. Oil oil prices are supportive. Uh, Dixie's pretty steady, nothing there. And NQ is leading, so tech led risk on confirmation. So that's a bullish read there. Uh, Bull triggers are hold above GVA 76.48. And when we're talking about that, we're talking about the Globex value area high, and it's obviously holding there. It came back down and retested it, and it's gone up. So there's your bull trigger. Bear trigger was when we start losing these levels, and we watch these as they go down. We get down here into the prior value area high. That's yesterday's auction. Then the point of control is down here. So we're going to have some interesting stuff here. It looks at, we've got our relative volume right now on our 2, 5, 10, and 15 chart here is got 103% of volume starting out. We'll see if we hang on to good volume and good ATR, and that'll help us out with getting the waves that we need to ride to trade this, make some money with it. So that's what I've got today, guys. You're obviously watching this on YouTube. You can like and subscribe to our channel. You can go to level8trading.com and get in our free Discord, and you'll have access to the playbooks, and you'll get some access to the NQ room where you'll see how we solve these puzzles every day with awareness of levels and internals that go into how price may move. And I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll do the pre-market again.